Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Penny Shadikwetle for those who don't know me, and I am a transformation life coach. So today we're talking about the value of the woman. We're talking about the purpose of the woman. Remember I mentioned that we all have our unique purposes. We all have our unique value as a human being, but there is that specific purpose that us as women have come to manifest here in this world. So talking about manifestation, nothing in this world gets manifested without the feminine energy. Nothing. Everything that gets produced in this world is because there is a feminine energy. So that is really the role of a woman and the value of the woman in this world. So if you think about it, we as women, we are receivers. We are receivers. Imagine being a constant receiver. And in our receiving, we need to be cautious that we are not just taking, we are actually receiving. And the best way to receive as a person who's potentially a receiver, who is a receiving vessel, the best way to receive in a spiritual manner. I'm talking about spiritual things now. I'm not talking about physical worldly things. I'm speaking about deep concepts, and this is the thing that I spoke about the other day, that is like we've lost our way as a humanity. So I'm talking about spiritual things when I say that nothing in this world gets manifested without a feminine energy. Without that feminine energy, yes, the feminine energy resides mainly in a female body, but I'm not talking about male and women or female. I'm talking about the energy, the principal energy called the feminine energy. So nothing in this world gets manifested without the feminine energy. Without this energy, everything stays and remains in potentiality. Imagine, potential, it just means that there's a potential for something to manifest, but it's not manifesting yet. And it can be frustrating to know that I've got a potential to do something, but I want to see that potential now. I want to see that potential manifesting. So that's exactly it, that in this world, without the feminine energy, nothing gets manifested. And we know we've had problems as a humanity, in a sense that there was the masculine energy. There's nothing wrong with the masculine energy. The masculine energy is the giver. As you can see, us as women, we receive the seed from the male, and we take that seed and manifest something in it. It will be a different thing to just take without manifesting anything. So the thing is, if we look at this on a deeper level, is a question that there is a seed that is given to a female, and from that there is a production of something else. When you receive with a purpose of giving, with a purpose of sharing. So a pretty much good example is when we receive that seed called sperm, and after 9 months we produce a human being, a baby. Can you imagine that it took just that seed, and then from there we turn this seed into a whole person? So that's the beauty of it, that when we receive as women, and if we are conscious about this, we are able to produce something magnificent, something as wonderful as a baby, something as beautiful as a baby. So that's the reason why we women, we females, are in this world, to produce energy, to produce the environment that is conducive for the right kind of energy to benefit all of us. We're just not receiving so that, oh, I can take. In just a giving and taking relationship, we don't manifest great things. We end up being like a swamp, not a river. So whatever we are receiving, we need to give it back. We need to share it back to the whole world, to humanity. It's not just for us. I cannot take and just contain it within me. So that's the thing, that as women, we are containers. We can be containers. So as a feminine energy, we receive and we give. That's the purpose of a woman, not necessarily creators, but receivers, with the idea that once I receive this thing, then I'll be able to share it. I'll be able to manifest great things. I will be able to manifest awesome things as a fully fleshed, living human being, another human being. So we all know that in this world, we've had problems with the masculine energy. There's nothing wrong with the masculine energy, but there has to be balance. So really, if there's not that balance, then there seems to be chaos in our environment. So when that energy called the masculine energy gives, that's the main purpose of the masculine energy, is to give. So and sometimes in giving there seems to be a lot of action. So when we give with consciously, with the consciousness that I know that there is a vessel that I can give this seed of mine, and from what I give, something magnificent is going to be produced. So that's the idea of we've all heard now people are talking about divine feminine energy. That's exactly it, because for years, this divine feminine energy has been contained. And why is it divine? Is because the feminine energy that existed when this energy that is divine was contained was not visible in our world. It just means that yes, there was a feminine energy, but it wasn't that a strong and powerful feminine energy. So what is really a woman's work in this world? A woman's work that we came here to do, we all came here to transform, we came here to grow. But as women, the main work, general work that we came here to do as women is self-love. Yes, sometimes there are misconception about exactly what is self-love. We came here precisely for that self-love, so that when I receive what I'm getting, I am so full, I'm so whole of myself, I'm so sure of myself that I'm even able to take what I have been given and give it back and share. You cannot do that if you don't have self-love. If you cannot do that if you don't have value for yourself, you cannot do that if you don't have worth. If you don't know who you are and what you all about and what you have come here to do, you're not able to share. You will not be able to give back. You will not be able to be satisfied. You will not be able to be fulfilled. So that's precisely it, that most of us women, we are lacking of the thing called self-love. Self-love is not mainly what we hear about, like massages and taking time off, going on some trip. Those things are good, and maybe even for self-care they're very good. We need to take care of ourselves. We need to take care of our physical body. But self-love is beyond that. Self-love is that alignment and connection with the source of who you are, the source of your being, your soul, because your soul knows everything. Your soul has the blueprint of the best version of you. So that connection with your soul is very paramount, and that is what is self-love. So when you take time to do those activities that bring alignment with your source, such as meditation or walking or just contemplating and visualizing on the love and the life that you want to have, that is self-love. You don't even have to spend a cent to show love for yourself. So basically, practically, that is precisely what a woman's role is in this world. So once you have filled up your self-love container, you are able to share. And let me tell you something: when you are aligned with who you are, with the bigger you, the small you, the physical you, and the spiritual you, when they are aligned, you draw from the external environment those people that are attracted to your self-love. So you're not gonna draw, the law of attraction is very real. You're not gonna draw the people that are mean, the people that don't know themselves, the people that are takers. You're not gonna draw those people to you. You will be so sure of yourself. You will be so aligned with yourself, with your deeper aspect of you, with the deeper essence of who you are, that you will attract like-minded people. The law of attraction says like attracts like, and that's precisely what it is all about. When we receive that feminine energy that we came here to manifest as women, it means that we are able to share it back, and we can only share it back when we are sure of ourselves, when we are a stable vessel, when we are a whole vessel, when we are not looking on someone else to fulfill us, but we know that based on the work that I do, based on alignment, based on my connection with my self-love, with my soul, I will be able to draw those who are meant to give to me. And as a result, when they give, I will share. That's pretty much what it is all about. The role and the value of a woman is for that self love, and for that sharing, and for manifesting good energy in this world. Listen, we were all led to believe that, it was a fallacy. We were not led to believe that we need to go to school. There's nothing wrong with that. We need to study. There's nothing wrong with that. Yes, we need to get education, but we need to apply the right kind of consciousness when we are doing this. When I'm studying, it's not that I'm studying so that I can become someone. I am studying. I am already the person that I want to be. I am just studying because in my studying, I want to align, I want to attract right levels of people and workspace, in a workspace, divine intervention. That is really why I'm studying. So we also been led, there's a narrative that has been passed on from generation to generation. Go to school, get education, be somebody, so that you can get a better paying job, you can get a good job, you can get a job that is going to set you for life. That's the narrative that has been pushed, and we as females, we sort of like bought into that. We bought into that narrative that in order to be someone, you need to go to school and find work. As a result, there was not a lot of entrepreneurship at that time. There was not a lot of people working for themselves, because there is a narrative that has been pushed. And if you happen to lack intellect to study, to get education, God forbid, you are going to be sidelined, because we are all put in a box. We have to perform at a certain standard, and if we fall short of that standard, then you are going to lose out. You are going to be labeled. You're not going to be the same as everybody else. And listen, that was limiting our uniqueness. It was limiting our calling. It was limiting our identity, because we are not the same. We are different. So that is the narrative. I was talking about the narrative that we found here in this time and space, in this world. We found that narrative of working hard. I need to work hard for my money. I need to work hard. Money doesn't grow on trees. You need to go to work and work. Yes, it's true. We need to work. But the consciousness that we are applying when we are working is very important. So as women, we became like that. We also became action orientators. We also went to work to fight for that money, to level up, to pay ourselves with our dominating workplace, with that masculine energy in the workplace. And we were not fulfilled, because we carry that feminine energy within us that want us to be aligned with ourselves, that doesn't care about the external. The main work that we can do is that work of the internal work. that we need to align with our soul, and that is the self-work that I've been talking, the self-love that I've been talking about. So yes, that's all that I wanted to share about this women's value, the feminine energy. So when you are connected with that feminine energy, with your soul, and you become powerful, and you are now connected with that divine. We're not talking about just the feminine energy, we're talking about the divine feminine energy. And when you share with others, it becomes most powerful, it becomes strong, it becomes stable, because it's coming from the whole vessel that is the divine feminine energy. That is what I wanted to share about this topic of the value of a woman. See you again next time.